obtaining gun license in India, it's a long process that involves lots and lots of scrutiny. Let me tell you, it's not easy to obtain gun license in India. So in this particular video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the whole process of obtaining gun license in India. Along with that, I'm also going to tell you the purpose for which you can get the gun license, because it's a limited purpose for which you can get the gun license in India. So let's begin this video. The first thing that you have to do is you have to submit an application to obtain the gun license. Now, from where you're going to get this application form? You can get this in the metro cities. You can get this from the DCP. In non-metro cities, you can get this from the SDM, or also in some of the states, you can get it from the district superintendent of police. Now, once you have gotten this application and you fill this application, then there will be the background check. Now, this background check can be extensive background check. What will happen over here is they are going to check your past criminal records for about 5 years. They are also going to check with your neighbors whether there has been some kind of malicious activities from your ends, if there's a sudden outburst of fights, etc. So there will be scrutiny about that, about your background. Then once that is done, then your physical fitness and your mental fitness will be checked. This will be done from a prescribed government person, who's going to check whether you are mentally fit and whether you are physically fit or not. Once that is done, the DCP of your state is going to take your interview. Now, in this interview, a very basic question that has been asked is why you want the gun in the first place. And most of the time what people tell is for the private defense. We'll come to that later on. Now, once this interview is also done, then the DCP is going to forward the report to both the crime branch and also to the NCRB, which is National Crime Records Bureau. Once you have passed all these things, then only you can get the gun license. Now, once you've gotten the gun license, you have to pre-order the gun from the verified and from the licensed providers of the gun. Now, I told you that we'll also talk a little bit about the purpose for which you can get the gun license. There are only 4 purposes. Yes, there's only 4 purposes for which you can get the gun license. The first is the self-defense. Here you have to you have to show basically that you need this gun for your self-defense. There's some kind of FIR that you might have done against someone and you have threat towards life, etc. Then for the sports training, which is the second one. For the crop protection, this is something which is mentioned in the Arms Act, that this is one of the grounds for the gun license, the crop protection. And the fourth one is for the security agency. The last thing that I'd like to talk about is the training in gun handling. That is a mandatory procedure. You have to undergo a proper training wherein you'll be trained how to handle the gun, how to keep the gun, how to store that particular arm, that particular ammunition, and there will be transportation before presenting their application.